Some Johnston students may soon have to trade the bus for their own 2 feet. We'll tell you why the school board is proposing some new bus zones.
And airport input. The Des Moines International Airport is asking the public for advice. We'll tell you about their ideas and also how you can get involved in future expansions. It's Wednesday, March 28th. Today in Iowa starts now.
From WHO HD, the local news leader. This is Channel 13 News, Today in Iowa.
5 o'clock and happy Wednesday morning. It sounds like this is sort of a transition day. Are we going to see some sunshine?
This is the good day.
This is the good day, yeah.
I will say that yesterday I came home from radio and my whole family was sitting out on the deck. They had like a blanket spread out like they were just kind of pretending it was a really, really nice day. It wasn't too bad, but
we got a little peek of sunshine yesterday.
Man,
it made me
we've
hopeful.
Been reduced to this point.
Yeah, right.
At this year, but you say, Jerry Ann, this could be the day that maybe you really do want to go outside.
Yeah, 48 was the high yesterday, and we did get those peaks of sunshine late in the afternoon, which I saw made a lot of folks smile. Today, 10 degrees warmer. We'll be closer to average for this time of the year. But first, you have to get through some thick fog this morning. And we have some of the thickest fog in northeast Iowa, and that's where it's reducing visibility. Ames, Waterloo, Marshalltown area, all down to less than a mile. Because of this, there is a dense fog advisory in effect for parts of northern Iowa, north of Highway 30 up until 10 a.m. Now, if these clouds stick around a little bit longer than we'd like, that's going to impact temperatures. We're definitely seeing more clouds this morning in southeast Iowa, more sunshine to the west. So it looks like it will start off very mild this morning. We're at 25 degrees in Algona. I do want you to know it's one of those days you need to dress in layers because it's chilly this morning, but by as early as noon, partly sunny with the winds out of the southwest at 5 to 10, and we'll be a degree warmer than yesterday by noon. By 3 o'clock, 58 degrees. So partly sunny today, highs close to 60 degrees with the wind staying out of the southwest. I did make some changes to the weekend forecast. Some you'll like, some you won't. I'll explain coming up.
Ooh, a little drama there from Jerry Ann this morning. Thank you. First on 13, the question as to who will and will not have their names on the June primary election ballot has been answered.
After the state objection panel met to decide who can run and who cannot. On the docket were challenges to paperwork 3 candidates needed to file in order to appear on the ballot. For one, the problem was a lack of signatures. Teresa Greenfield's initial paperwork was pulled after her campaign manager admitted to forging some of the signatures, and that led to a scramble to resubmit, but she didn't get all of the signatures she needed. Despite the lack of them, a Democratic committee voted to add her to the ballot, which left yesterday's panel deciding if it had the power to overhaul that committee.
Unfortunately, there is no legal pertinent opinion on this, and I keep asking for it, and I'll keep asking for it. So this time, my office does not have the authority to intervene.
Greenfield now joins the other 3 candidates running for 3rd District Democratic nomination. The winner takes on incumbent Republican David Young. The panel also made a decision on the petition filed for Cedar Rapids Mayor Ron Corbett. He planned to run against Kim Reynolds for the Republican nomination in the gubernatorial election. However, the panel ruled Corbett was 8 signatures shy, needed 8 signatures to qualify, rather. The Corbett campaign says it had the right number but crossed some out before submitting. Those decisions could still face challenges in court. The campaign also came to an end for Ginny Caligiuri. She was running for the Republican nomination to challenge Congressman Dave Loebsack in the 2nd District. Caligiuri failed to get enough petition signatures to qualify to be on the ballot.
Plans for a new airport terminal in Des Moines are nearly finalized, but the Des Moines International Airport still needs input from the public. Channel 13's Maria Lizignoli is live at the airport this morning. And Maria, Airport Authority is holding a public meeting about this new project tonight, correct?
That's right, Andy. At this meeting, planning consultants will present their findings and recommendations for this new proposed terminal airport. which would completely eliminate this building and rebuild it just north of here. At this meeting, they're asking for public feedback. The meeting starts at 5:30 p.m. in the Cloud Room on the second floor of the airport. The Des Moines International Airport has been planning a total reconstruction of the airport for more than 18 months and will present the final project in a board meeting on April 10th. But first, they want the public's feedback. The airport says they're looking for things to either downsize or cut completely from the project to save money. They have already cut out nearly $70 million, and right now the project's total cost is around $430 million. The airport says every year since 2009, airport traffic has increased 5%.
We're trying to run a lot more people through a facility that was built in 1948. It was expanded several times, but we can't expand it anymore. We're running into airspace restrictions and restrictions out on the airfield, out on the air side of things.
If the project is passed, Airport Authority says it wouldn't be completed for another 10 years. Again, the meeting is tonight just upstairs at 5:30 in the Cloud Room on the second floor of the airport.
So they're looking to just make some tweaks to the plan that they already have rather than just scrapping the whole thing and going back to the drawing board, correct?
That's right. It is in the final stages of the planning and finalization. This is the last step. They really want the public's input on things to change, things to add, really catering to the public if they need to.
All right. Well, we love our Des Moines Airport. Thank you, Maria.
Free school bus service in Johnston could be coming to a halt for some students depending on where they live. Next month, the school board will vote to determine if the areas colored in purple should be switched from what it calls blue zones to walk zones. The district has rearranged other zones in the district over the past 2 years in efforts to cut back on transportation costs. The proposal impacts students at Horizon Elementary and Summit Middle School. Last year, the intersection in front of both the schools got an upgrade. The city installed a 4-way traffic light and pedestrian crossing signal to make the area safer for students. A meeting about the proposal will take place April 2nd at Horizon Elementary.
Meanwhile, the city is moving ahead with plans of installing sidewalks along a stretch of road where a Johnston middle schooler was killed. Ali Hashim was killed while riding his bike last August when a driver hit him near Merle Hay Road and Northwest 66th Street. Construction on the $600,000 bike trail and sidewalk is scheduled to begin later on this year.
Later this morning, a statewide tornado drill will take place. It's part of Severe Weather Awareness Week. A lot of schools will participate because districts are now required to have 4 tornado drills during the school year. Channel 13's Christina Salonikas is here to talk about how Des Moines Public Schools prepare students for weather emergencies. Good morning.
Good morning, Brooke. The statewide tornado drill is set to take place at 10 this morning. And like you said, some DMPS schools will be participating. Now, every school in the district has a personalized plan due to the layout of each building. There are maps on the walls to show students where tornado safe rooms are. Rooms that are to be avoided include high ceilings like a gymnasium or auditorium unless they are designed to withstand storms due to the fact that they are more likely to be an area where it can collapse.
We try to stay away from hallways. Like when we were young, it was hallways. But the problems with the hallways is if there's doors at either end, those can be breached during a tornado and create a more dangerous environment. So we try to find interior rooms, and for the younger students, it's good if you have a bathroom available.
I also reached out to Johnston schools who said they too use a similar method, Brooke, when it comes to safety. At the high school level, they tell students to go to interior rooms like bathrooms or their wrestling room. Now, their brand new high school does not have necessarily a designated storm shelter, though.
Yeah, that is a lot different from what we learned when we were growing up. We were always told to go into the hallways. Well, they'll be practicing that today. Thanks, Christina.
Yeah, you would file right out into the hallway and then get down with your head sort of against the wall.
With your hands over your head.
I can still do that.
Do that, right.
Yeah, I had it down pat.
I know it makes quite a mark on you when you're young because it's a little bit scary, you know, to think about that this could actually happen. And Jerry Ann, hopefully that won't be happening this spring, but this is the time of year we have to start thinking about severe weather, right?
Yes, definitely. It will feel more like spring today, which is exciting. We are starting off with some thick fog, reduced visibility around the Marshalltown area, and that's where fog is down to less than a mile. We do have dense fog advisories in effect for this area until 10 a.m. Now, it was very patchy in the metro area, but still 2-mile visibility being reported just south of Des Moines. We have drier conditions to the north and west, and this will equal some sunshine today. And oh, won't that feel nice? This is another cold front, though, fast approaching from the north and west that will trigger little light moisture overnight. Heavy rain and strong thunderstorms continue from Dallas right through Arkansas, southern parts of Illinois, and into Indiana and Ohio. Also in this is Kentucky and Tennessee once again. So these areas will be dealing with flash flooding concerns. We're going to continue to see things quiet down across central Iowa today and again even most of tomorrow. And the big changes I had to make to the weekend forecast, doesn't look wet on Easter. I hope it stays that way, but that system's staying to the north now, and it still looks really chilly this weekend. This is a band of snow Friday morning along the northern border of the state. There's another chance in this same area early Saturday morning, but now Easter Sunday is looking quiet. 52 degrees in Minneapolis, 61 around the Omaha area today. Our average high is in the mid-50s, and it looks like we'll get above average today and at least 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. Stay with us. I'll have more on this cool weekend and a look at next week coming up.
Okay, thanks, Jerry Ann. Well, even if it still feels like winter, the high school spring sports season is here. Waukee girls early bird track meet. Temps in the low 40s, windy and not ideal. This is always an interesting one to shoot. 4x800 with Sydney Schaefer on the anchor. The Warriors cruise to the easy win. Dowling is second, Centennial third. Off to the shuttle hurdle relay. Waukee owned this event in recent years. It looks like that's not going to change. Sydney Winger on the anchor, 1:05:39 the winning time. Then the distance medley relay. Another win for the defending state champs. Logan Atkinson brings it home in 4 minutes 15 seconds. Off to the 100-meter dash. Surprise, another Waukee win. Elma Voyich crosses the finish line first in 12.43 seconds. Taylon Olson of Hoover is second. Fast time in cold conditions. Hey, the Drake relays are a month away, speaking of cold conditions. Well, Joel Lanning and Alan Lazard entered Iowa State as rivals, and they'll leave as good friends. One more workout together for these record-setting Cyclones. It was pro day at Iowa State yesterday. 29 NFL scouts showed up to watch 13 Cyclones try to impress. Lanning set several new personal bests. He's an interesting human Swiss Army knife to scouts. Played quarterback, linebacker, and on special teams in college. And yesterday, the Raiders asked Lanning to play fullback, which, of course, he did. Lazard passed on running the 40. He already had a fast time in the NFL Combine. But Lazard feels good about what he did afterwards. The former teammate said they just enjoyed being back together again.
Me and him stayed in touch very frequently, him kind of sharing to me what is his experience like down there in Miami and kind of me vice versa in Phoenix. So, obviously, me and Joel have grown very close, and we'll obviously be friends for a good time now.
He was pretty much across the other side of the country. I was in Florida, he was in Phoenix, but we were still talking. I was talking to him when he was at the Combine, and we just always stayed close. It's been fun to go pretty much through everything at Iowa State with him. It's been a great journey.
The baby faces are gone. They're grown men now. After the workout, Lanning grilled burgers for all the scouts and then drove them back to the airport.
That sounds like something he would do. I mean, he kind of does it all.
A little bit there. Yeah, he just showing that the guy can do anything, and at this point is willing to do anything. When NFL scouts are around, you just want to get a chance there. And
right.
he has shown that, he gets that chance and he makes the most out of it. So you're going to see Alan Lazard get drafted. Joel Lanning, maybe.
Hope so, yeah.
Hope so. Yeah, would love to continue to follow these guys.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, Jerry Ann's here with a look at our forecast, and I'm kind of excited about today.
You should be excited about today. It looks awesome this afternoon. This morning it's still cold and it's foggy in spots. Stay with us. I'll tell you about the warmest day of the week when we come back.
The Des Moines Civic Center still hasn't reached the pinnacle of its current Broadway series season.
Hamilton makes its Des Moines debut this summer, but it's already time to look ahead to the next season. We'll tell you why 2019 will be full of Tonys.
From WHO HD, the local news leader. You're watching Channel 13 News, Today in Iowa.